And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School as we are here for JV volleyball between the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans and the Rebels of South Fulton. That is the North Fulton Valley, the Astoria Table Grove Co-op. I don't know what I'm talking about. I apologize, folks. It's one of those kinds of days. They're actually going to start a little early. Notice that we were on 5:53. The teams are off the floor, already warmed up. They started the warm-up periods early. So look, caught me nearly off guard. I was almost not ready, huh, Miles? But I made it. We got on before. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH in a pregame show that's extremely abbreviated today, brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. So it is South Fulton and BPC and JV action to start things off. Starting among the starters is Rebecca Busby for South Fulton. Also number 15, Briley France, looks to be at right front. Right back is number 3, McKenna Abernathy. Middle back is number 24, Marissa Lawson. Left back, number 21, Daisy Ratcliffe. And middle front is number 23, Chloe Van Pelt. The usual suspects for BPC is Audrey Hood starts things off with the serve. The set is going to be by France. It's pushed across. Hood's there for the dig. It goes over the net. Now it's going to be to Nelson. Nelson's going to go to Kramer. Kramer hits it across. It's dug there by Van Pelt. France is going to have it pushed across after the set by Van Pelt. Or not by Van Pelt, excuse me. That was Busby. Now Busby's going to push it across again. Nelson's going to go on an overpass. Hood's going to dig it and can't do anything with it. As an unsettable or passable pass results in a kill for the Rebels. And back to serve will be the setter, number 15, Briley France. And we start with a side out, which gives the Rebels a 1-0 lead here. Somebody was in the net, and that ball goes hit into the net, so it's a side out. And back to serve will be Daisy Crow, the sophomore, wearing number 19 in the pink jerseys. Hits it deep. It was dug by Lawson. Going to be pushed across by Busby, and it'll fall again. Those might be two of the softest kills you'll ever see, but they're kills nonetheless, I suppose. And back to serve, coming in, checking in, will be Haley Hickle for the Rebels. Nelson, Kramer is going to fall short, and a kill for Kramer. BPC gets its first kill off the hand of Kramer, and Kramer will go back to serve. Callie Kramer, the freshman, serving for BPC now with the score tied at 2. No offensive points as of yet, all on side outs. So nice serve. Busby on the hit, and lands on the line, the referee says. So another kill for Busby. And a side out for the Rebels, and Busby will go back to serve for South Fulton. Checking in for South Fulton will be Mallory Sutton, number 11. Busby's serve. Crow and Hood have a disagreement on who should receive that said serve, and it results in an ace for Busby and the first service point of the game for either team. Short serve again, and an overpass, as that time it's Sierra Shannon who's into the game, and Crow fighting over it, and it goes out of bounds again. Another service point and another ace. Right to Crow, and that one's going to go out of bounds as well. So 6-2 is the score. Busby serving right to the middle of the BPC defense, and some communication errors thus far. There's a good settable pass, but it was a bump set. Ford's going to send over a free ball. It was Hickle there. Now it's going to be bumped across by Ratcliffe. And Shannon with the hit. And Sutton hits it across on the second hit. Nelson with the set this time to Ford, and Ford's going to hit into the net. A hitting error. It's 7-2, and another point for Busby. She's served 4 straight points for the Rebels. Once again, 7-2 is the score here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. And another ace. 5 points and 4 aces for Rebecca Busby from South Fulton. Game being brought to you by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services. And it's pushed across. They've got, I believe, yet had to wait and see. It was Sutton in the net for a side out as they stopped the bleeding with an error. And Abby Nelson goes back to serve for BPC. Loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service. That's the Bushnell Banking Center. You can call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center, equal housing lender, and a member FDIC. Shannon bumps it across with a free ball. France is there, and it's going to be bumped across, and I think that landed in. It did. A side out. That's definitely not a kill. It was not an attack. It was a free ball, but BPC thought it was going to fall out of bounds. It did not. Back to serve will be number 21, Daisy Ratcliffe for South Fulton. Crow with the serve receive. Bump set to Shannon. Shannon's hit is dug by Lawson. Now a hitting error by Sutton and a side out for BPC. Presley Brandt going to check in to serve for BPC now as she replaces Sierra Shannon. Brandt started at left back for BPC. Here's the serve. Nice deep serve received by Hickle. It's going to be bumped across on a free ball by Ratcliffe. Presley Brandt is there. Nelson back set to Ford. Ford hits it across. It's dug. The libero, number 28, I don't have on my roster, so I don't know which one the libero is. If you're watching, please let us know who the libero is for the Rebels. Sutton, Crow. 4 hits and a side out. It's 10-4. Back to serve now for the Rebels. Number 24, I do believe, Marissa Lawson. Short serve falls right in front of a diving Hood. An ace. 5th ace of the game for the Rebels. Nelson sets far side to Crow. Crow dug by Van Pelt. Sutton's going to bump it across. Brandt is there. Nelson. Hood's going to hit deep. It's off of Ratcliffe. She was kind of playing about the top of the key in the basketball floor and couldn't control it. She had a couple players in maybe better position to play that ball. But back to serve for BPC's Kendra Ford. Her team trails 11-5. Sutton with the hit. Hood with a dig. Sutton with another hit as they went back and forth. Crow now on the hit, and that's going to fall in. Daisy Crow with the kill for BPC. Second kill of the game for the Spartans. First service point of the game comes from Kendra Ford. So it's 11-6 now here at BPC High School. JV action. Set number 1. Another nice serve by Ford. France with a bump set. Sutton's going to have to send it across on a free ball. Kendra Ford is there. Nelson back sets middle to Daisy Crow. It's dug. France with another bump set. It's going to have to be bumped across on a free ball by Van Pelt. Nelson now is going to set Hood. She's going to push it across. Ratcliffe is there. Van Pelt pushes it across. Right side it goes to Kramer. Kramer's hit is dug. France on another set goes middle to Sutton. Presley Brandt with a dig. She gets it across on an overpass, but it works out just fine for BPC. And it is another point for Kendra Ford. After a nice long rally there, BPC has closed the gap to 11-7. France middle to Sutton. Brandt is there. Little trouble on the dig attempt, and it will be a side out for the Rebels. Checking in for the Rebels will be number 3, McKenna Abernathy. She did start as Sutton takes a seat. The libero goes out as well. We'll look at their complete roster and see if there is a number 28 on there, but there is not, so I don't know who the libero is. Audrey Hood gets the kill. And she'll go back to serve now on the side out. It's 12-8. Hood, deep middle serve to the net. And Audrey Hood's going to get her first point and her second serve. Cuts the lead to 3, 12-9. That was Ratcliffe, France, and Busby with a hitting error. And it is 12-10. That's going to be out. A service error sends the ball out of bounds. 13-10 now, and back to serve for the Rebels. Number 15 is Briley France, the setter. They'll have 3 hitters in the front row again. Deep serve. Callie Kramer ducked out of the way, and Presley Brandt, I don't know, maybe she could not see it in all honesty, as it went right over Callie's head and it hit her unexpectedly. So France is going to get the point and the ace, and it's 14-10 now. Back to a 4-point advantage for South Fulton. This is a short serve. Gracie Havens is there, and it goes into the net. Nelson can't do anything with it. It's 15-10. Another point for Briley France. Kramer, Nelson comes to Crow. She hits it deep to the far side now to play. 16-10. And a timeout's going to be called by BPC. We'll take a short break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Game being brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or drive up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda, which all BPC athletes. Good luck this season. Not the most usual way to get it across, but BPC was able to get it back across. Nelson's going to send it to the net, and it's not going to go over. And another point for the Rebels, and another point for France, as she's up to 4 service points now. Here in set number 1, it's 17-10. She did let it fall, almost caught it, which would have been illegal, but she did let it fall. Here's deep to Brandt, Nelson. Daisy Crow, now it's going to be an overpass, and that's going to be deep and out of play on the attack by Callie Kramer. 5 straight service points for Briley France, and the Rebels have opened it back up to 18-10. That's a very short serve and doesn't get over the net. Side out to BPC. Sierra Shannon going to check back in for the Spartans. Back to serve will be Daisy Crow for the Spartans. 18-11. Her team trails here in set number 1 of the JV match. Nice hard deep serve. It's dug by Lawson. And then Busby can't get it across. So it'll be a point for Daisy Crow. 18-12. France going to set near side to Ratliff, but she has to bump it across. Hood is there. It's going to go to Shannon and can't decide what to do. Finally pushes it across. Now it's going to go middle to Busby from France. Now Nelson sets Shannon. She gets a good attack in. Ratcliffe is there. Ratcliffe now on the attack, and she hits it into the net. A hitting error results in another point for Daisy Crow, her second in a row. And BPC has cut the lead to 5, 18-13. Short serve that time, a little softer. France sets outside to Ratcliffe, who hits it into the net again. And it's 18-14. 3 straight service points for Crow. She took a little off that last serve. She tends to serve pretty hard. That time she took a little bit off of it. Going to try it again here. Maybe catch deep right corner. Looks like it's open. We'll see where she puts it. It's going to go right down the middle. It is harder, though. Busby just pushes it across, and she finds the hole that nobody moves to. No rotation defensively for BPC. And Busby's going to get her 4th kill, and she's going to be right front now. As back to serve will be number 22, Haley Hickle. Hickle's serve. Hood's there. Nelson sets to Kramer, and a hitting error results in another point, make it 20-14 as Hickle gets her first service point. And a service there doesn't even get into the net. Side out for BPC, and Callie Kramer going back to serve now. 20-15 is the score. BPC needs to make the run and make it quick here. See if Callie Kramer can make that happen. If you're watching, tell us where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We'd love to see all those comments in the live chat. Probably even give you a shout out as that serve went directly into the net. Back to serve now will be Rebecca Busby. She's got 4 kills, 4 aces, and 5 service points here in set number 1. That one's going to be a service error, though, so nothing doing in her second serve. 21-16 here in set 1. There's been a few service points, but there's been a lot of side outs here in this one. 12 points, so they've had 9 side outs. Sierra Shannon hits it right back across. France bumps to Sutton. Sutton hits it across, and it falls. Nobody can be there. These might be the softest kills you'll see, but Sutton gets one there. It's not about how hard you hit it sometimes. It's about where you put it. Back to serve will be Daisy Ratcliffe for the Rebels. And trouble passing the ball results in another point as Ratcliffe gets her first service point. It's 23-16. Deep down the right side, and it's going to be an ace. As one player diving out of the way never ends up working out very well, because the person behind you just is very seldom ready when that's the case. Crow. Nelson's going to push it across. Sutton. Crow. Shannon. Ratcliffe to France. And that's number 24, Lawson, and she hits it out of bounds. A point for BPC. And it's 24-17, so this is the last service for the Spartans unless they can score 7 straight. Shannon deep serve. That's a good serve, but it's dug. Goes middle to Sutton. Hood's there, and it was right at the net. Hood did everything she could trying to get it across. Has no success. Set number 1 goes to the Rebels, 25-17. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, getting ready for set number 2. South Fulton won set 1 in the JV contest, 25-17. Game being brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them 309-772-2111. And Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. And France is going to open things up for the Rebels, and she opens it with an ace. Her 6-point second ace. Crow's going to get that one. And that goes over the net on the let attack. Still a kill in the book as Hood gets a kill and a side out for BPC, and we're knotted at 1 apiece. Hood now back to serve for the Spartans. France is going to run to it. Busby's going to push it across. Nelson's there. And Daisy Crow in that no man's land position, whether she could come over her head, it's pretty hard to hit that. So passing there results in a side out. Into serve will be Haley Hickle for the Rebels. 2-1 is the score. 1-0. South Fulton with the lead. Daisy Crow on the attack. Nice attack, but there to dig it was Ratcliffe. Now Ratcliffe's going to send a free ball across. Presley Brandt is there. Nelson's going to push it, try to push it across, can't do it. And it's going to result in a point for Hickle. 3-1 is the score. Hickle serving one more time as Havens and Hood have a little miscommunication. And a point for Hickle and an ace. 4-1 is the score. And a toss up and let it fall, so it's a replay. Try it again for Hickle. deep left corner. Hood's there. Nelson. Kramer pushes it across. France is there, so Busby's going to have to set. Ratcliffe on the attack. Brandt goes to get it, and nobody else can track it down. A point for the Rebels. 3 straight now for Hickel, who's come off the bench to play back row for South Fulton. She did that in the first set as well. Havens is there. Nelson bumps it or pushes it across. Busby sets Ratcliffe again. She's going to bump it. Brandt is there. Crow tried to use a reversed bump set backwards to Crow. It did not work. So Hickel gets another service point. Brandt on an overpass. It's going to come across. Nelson digs it out of the net. Crow hits it right-handed across. Busby again has to set. She's going to hit it to Ratcliffe. And it goes out, side out to BPC. They trail now 6-2, and Daisy Crow will be back to serve for the Spartans. Once again, if you're watching, let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. Love to see where everybody's watching from and what you're doing on a Thursday night that doesn't bring you to the school for the game. Crow on an overpass, and Busby's right there to knock it home. A kill for Busby that gives her 5, and she'll go back to serve now. She's got 5 kills, 5 points, and 4 aces thus far in the game, and her team leads 7-2. Sutton checks back in, and Busby drills it right into the floor at the net. So back to serve now for the Spartans will be Callie Kramer. Kramer, deep right corner serve. That was a great placement on that serve. And South Fulton's able to get it across. Sierra Shannon sends it right back over on an overpass. Now it's going to go middle to Sutton, and she's going to get a kill. Mallory Sutton gets her 2nd kill. Back to serve will be number 21, Daisy Ratcliffe. 8-3 is the score. Crow. Nelson. Ford bumps it across. She's in the ball game for the first time. An attack from Lawson on another overpass. Sutton's going to hit it across. Shannon hits it right back across, and it'll fall. A kill for Sierra Shannon, her first. A point for BPC, and it's 8-4. Abby Nelson back to serve now for the Spartans. 25-17. Sutton bumps it across. Nelson's the only one there. Shannon's going to come get it. She does get it pushed across. Now a left-handed attack by Mallory Sutton. Falls on her side of the net. So a point for Abby Nelson. First service point of the game for BPC. Nelson. Sutton. Ford, Shannon. Oh, they're going to call an illegal hit. Nelson did a great job to stick with that and hit it across, but they call an illegal hit, so he's side out as a carry, and it's 9-5. Is number 24, Marissa Lawson serving, and Nelson set it right at the net, and Sutton took full advantage of it. She'll get her 3rd kill. Lawson will get her 2nd service point, and it's 10-5. That one goes into the net, so it'll be a side out, and Presley Brandt will check in for Sierra Shannon. Brandt will go back to serve now. 10-6 is the score. Here in set number 2, South Fulton won set 1, 25-17. And that one goes into the net. Side out. Sub coming back in, number 3, McKenna Abernathy. She will serve for the Rebels. Not real sure whether Sutton hit that or not. They didn't say 4 hits, so I'm going to say that she hit it. That'll be her 4th kill, and Abernathy will get her first service point. 12-6 is the score. Callie Kramer with a little bit of trouble with the serve receive and a timeout. BPC. This game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital's athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes and the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtccrowdfiber.com to check your availability. And a community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive the Monday and Wednesday free editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year, $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville, and a service error results in a side out. 13-7 now the score. As back to serve will be Kendra Ford for BPC. Abernathy there on the dig. France is going to set Busby, and Busby is going to get the kill. Her 6th kill, and France goes back to serve. Crow. Nelson going to set to Hood. Hood pushes it across. Ratcliffe is there. France back to Ratcliffe. She hits it deep. Havens had to try to go after it. She was not in position to get to it. And we'll give Ratcliffe a kill on that. That was good placement. And a point for Abernathy. 15-7 is the score. Once again, if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. No, Nelson, a good job of digging that out of the net. Kramer gets it across. Busby's going to push it across. And then Crow is going to use the block of Busby to get a kill. She pushed it right down between Busby and the net. Daisy Crow gets her 2nd kill. A side out for BPC. And back to serve is Audrey Hood, and her serve goes right into the net. That'll make it 16-8. And back to serve will be number 23, Chloe Van Pelt for the Rebels. Deep left side. Brandt was there. Nelson now to Crow. Crow bounces it across the net. She'll get another kill. 16-9 is the score. 3 kills now for Crow. Once again, as I said, if you're watching somewhere, let us know where you're watching from. The live chat is active. That went over or to the net, did not get over the net, and nobody could dig it out. So Crow's going to get a point there. She's going to have 4 service points now here in the contest. Her team trails 16-10 in set number 2. It's 1-0 Rebels in the set department. They won 25-17 in the first set. There's a high looping serve, and it's going to be a crossed finally by Lawson. Nelson's there to Shannon. Her attack is off the block of Busby. Abuses the block, knocks it out of bounds, and a kill for Shannon. Her 2nd, and a point for Daisy Crow. And BPC's climbing back in, 16-11. Oh, Crow again. A lot of the problems we saw from BPC in the first set, you're seeing a little bit from South Fulton now is a miscommunication. as that was between Lawson and Abernathy. It's an ace for Crow, and it's 16-12. That time Lawson is there. Middle it goes to Busby. She's going to hit it, and it's going to fall short. A kill for Busby, her 7th. And a side out and point for the Rebels at 17-12. Sutton checking back in as Busby goes back to serve for the Rebels. And again, that's a second service error, or third service error in a row between these two sets for Busby. She had 5 service points to start her first serve. And since then, she's served 3 times, and every one of them went into the net. 17-13 is the score. A little trouble for South Fulton. Lawson pushes across. Crow's there. Nelson going to set Kendra Ford. Lawson, France, Sutton. Nelson digs it up. And then a lack of communication again as the setter was the first one to hit it, and nobody else knew who should take it after that. So it's a side out to the Rebels, and Daisy Ratcliffe is the server. Hood on an overpass off the serve. France is there. She's going to push it right across. Nelson sets it across. Now middle it comes to Sutton. She's going to push it to Crow. Nelson hits it, and in 4 hits as she tried a bump set and went into the net. Ratcliffe's going to get another service point, her 3rd, and it's 19-13. Deep and in, an ace. Can't really blame Callie Kramer for letting that one go. It was very close to the line. Maybe at this point in the game you have to take everything. But at the same time, it was about an inch from being out of bounds. So it's 20-13. Hood is there. Crow. Kramer's going to push it across. Sutton. Lawson's going to save it. And Hood can't get a settable pass. It's 21-13. And Ashley Purdue is going to check in for Callie Kramer. Ratcliffe another serve. An ace. And it's 22-13. That's Hood. That one's going to go over and out. .23. Timeout on the floor. Charge to BPC. Match being brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. That's just east of the North Elementary School. I'll get it out in a second. Open April through October for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Joan DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Ratcliffe back to serve again. Her team up by 10. Purdue, a nice pass, but it goes to Ford. Nelson's going to send it across. France is going to set Sutton. Crow is there. Nelson now. She's going to push it across again. France goes to get it. Sutton. Now it's going to be France and an illegal hit on BPC as France is going to get a kill. And it's set point. And a match point. Hood is there, and it's going to go to the net. Nobody can get it out of the net. And it will be game, set, match for the Rebels. 25-13 in set number 2. Game was brought to you by Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell. Hensley Grain has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy this fall athletic campaign. Quick look at stats here. For South Fulton, 5 service points, 4 aces, 7 kills for Rebecca Busby. 6 service points, 2 aces, and a kill for Briley France. 8 service points, 4 aces, and a kill for Daisy Ratcliffe. 3 points for McKenna Abernathy. 4 kills for Mallory Sutton, who only played the front row. 5 points and an ace for Haley Hickle, and 2 points and an ace for Marissa Lawson. For BPC, Daisy Crow finished with 6 service points, an ace, and 3 kills. Audrey Hood had 2 points and 2 aces. Sierra Shannon had 2 kills. Kendra Ford had 2 kills. Callie Kramer had 1 kill. And Abby Nelson had 1 service point. Those stats, of course, are unofficial. This has been the post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. We'll step away. We'll come back in our other feed for the varsity contest, so make sure you subscribe or at least like the Hewlett Public Pro LLC YouTube channel. Catch all of our TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events there. We'll be back in our other feed in just a couple minutes.